Have you ever pondered about the depth of God's love for us? That's a question that could leave us contemplating for hours, days, even a lifetime. But let's take a moment to delve into it, shall we? God's love for us is unconditional. It's a love that doesn't ask for anything in return, a love that remains steadfast no matter our shortcomings. This love is not contingent on our actions, our past, or even our future. It's a love that accepts us with all our flaws and imperfections. It's a love that sees us for who we truly are, and still it remains unfaltering. But what's even more profound is the depth of this love. This love is so deep, so encompassing, that we as mere mortals can barely comprehend its magnitude. It's like trying to understand the vastness of the universe or the depth of the ocean. It's a love so profound that we could spend a lifetime trying to fathom it, and we would still only scratch the surface. Yet, despite its depth, God's love is not distant or unattainable. It's not a love that's reserved for the select few or the deserving. It's a love that's available to each and every one of us, a love that's always within our reach, a love that's always ready to embrace us with open arms. You see, when God sacrificed himself for us, it wasn't a general act of love. It was a personal act of love for each and every one of us. He was thinking about you, about me, about all of us. He was thinking about our struggles, our pain, our hopes, and our dreams. He was thinking about the immense love he holds for us. Indeed, when God sacrificed himself for you, he was thinking about you and the immense love he holds for you. And that's the boundless love of God. A love that knows no bounds, a love that's as profound as it is personal, a love that's as unconditional as it is incomprehensible, a love that we are all privileged to receive. But did you know that the love God has for you is unique and special just like you? Now think about it. Isn't it extraordinary the Almighty, the Creator of the universe, has a love for you that is as individual as your fingerprint? Picture an ocean of love, vast and deep. Each drop in this ocean represents God's love for each one of us. And just as no two drops are identical, no two expressions of God's love are the same. He loves each of us with a love that is uniquely ours, a love that is set apart from the love he has for anyone else. Consider this. Amongst the billions of people on this earth, you are the only person with your exact combination of traits, talents, and experiences. You are unique, and in the same way, God's love for you is unique. It's tailored to you, shaped by who you are and who you're becoming. It's a love that understands your joys and your sorrows, your strengths and your weaknesses. It's a love that celebrates your victories and comforts you in your losses. His love is not a one-size-fits-all kind of love. It's not a mass-produced, off-the-shelf sort of affection. It's a bespoke love, made to measure, specifically designed for you. It's a love that has been woven together with the threads of understanding, compassion, and grace. It's a love that is as exceptional as it is infinite. Imagine that. The God who set the stars in place, who commands the winds and the waves, loves you with a love that is unique to you. No one else will experience his love in the same way you do. His love for you is a masterpiece, a symphony, a poem written just for you. It's a love that is remarkable, extraordinary, and truly one of a kind. And that, my friends, is the essence of the uniqueness in God's love. Isn't it simply breathtaking to realize that God's love for you is completely distinct from his love for anyone else? Even in our creation, God's love was at work. Can you fathom that? Just let it sink in for a moment. When God, the master craftsman, was shaping the universe, forming the mountains, painting the skies, and filling the oceans, he was also thinking about you. Yes, you. You were not an afterthought or a byproduct of creation. You were intentionally and lovingly designed by the Creator himself. Now here's a thought that might blow your mind. When God created you, he did so with a special kind of love, a love that's unique just to you and him. Imagine an artist painstakingly creating a masterpiece. Every brushstroke is made with care, each detail thoughtfully considered. That's how God created you, with a love so profound and personal, it's like a secret language only you two share. You see, God's love isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of love. It's not a cookie-cutter, mass-produced love. His love for you is tailor-made, crafted to fit you perfectly. It's a love that understands your dreams, your fears, your strengths, and your weaknesses. It's a love that celebrates your victories and comforts you in your defeats. It's a love that's there for you in the stillness of the night and the chaos of the day. You, my friend, are special to God, not just because you are His creation, but because of the unique love He has for you. You're not just another face in the crowd to Him. You are seen, you are known, you are cherished, you are loved with a love that's as unique as your fingerprints, as individual as your heartbeat. This, my friends, is the beauty of God's love. It's not a generic love, it's a specific love. It's not just a universal love, it's a personal love. It's not just a love for the world, it's a love for you. So when God created you, He did it with a distinct love, a love that's exclusive to you and Him. But how can we truly understand this boundless love that God has for us? Imagine standing on the edge of a vast ocean, the water stretching out before you as far as the eye can see. It seems infinite, doesn't it? This, my friends, is a mere glimpse of the magnitude of God's love for you. But here's the catch. We can't fully grasp this love by merely standing on the shore. We need to dive in, to swim, to let the waves carry us. It's the same with God's love. It's not just about acknowledging it, it's about immersing ourselves in it. God's love is an experience, a journey, a lifetime adventure. It's not a question with a simple one-word answer. It's an exploration of the deepest parts of your soul, where you find that regardless of your flaws, your mistakes, and your imperfections, you are profoundly loved. This journey isn't always easy. There will be times when the waves seem too strong, when you feel like you're drowning, but remember, it's in these moments of struggle that we truly understand the strength of God's love. It's a love that pulls us back to the surface, a love that saves us. So how can we embark on this journey to understand God's love? Start with faith. Faith that His love for you is real, boundless, and unconditional. Faith that He loves you uniquely and individually. Next, open your heart to His love. Let it fill the empty spaces, heal the wounds, and bring light to the darkest corners. And finally, express His love. Show kindness, compassion, and love to others just as God shows them to you. Remember, understanding God's love isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's not about reaching a point where you can say, I completely understand God's love. It's about growing in that love every day, letting it shape you, guide you, and transform you. Understanding God's love may take time, but it's a journey that will fill your life with joy, peace, and fulfillment. So what does it mean for us to be loved by God in such a unique and boundless way? Well, let's dive into that. The first thing we need to understand is that God's love is transformative. It has the power to change us from the inside out. It's like a seed planted in the soil of our hearts. Over time, with nourishment and care, it grows into a mighty tree, changing the landscape of our lives. This love, this divine affection, alters our perspective, our priorities, and our passions. It molds us into better versions of ourselves, versions that reflect His image and His goodness. But God's love isn't just transformative, it's also empowering. It's a love that gives us the strength to face the trials and tribulations of life. When we're weary, it's God's love that uplifts us. When we're discouraged, it's His love that gives us hope. This love is like a steady hand that holds us up when we're about to fall, a comforting voice that whispers, "You are not alone. I am with you." Moreover, God's love provides us with a sense of purpose and belonging. It reminds us that we are not random accidents in the universe, but rather we are cherished creations made with intention and purpose. We belong in His grand story, and each of us plays a unique role in it. His love assures us that we matter, that we have value, that we are seen and known by the Creator of the universe. And here's the beautiful thing. This love isn't reserved for a select few. No, it's available to each and every one of us. No matter who we are, where we come from, or what we've done, God's love is there for us. It's a gift, freely given, waiting for us to accept and embrace. God's love is not just a concept, it's a powerful force that can transform your life in ways you cannot even begin to imagine. So, let us open our hearts to this love. Let it shape us, strengthen us, and give us a sense of belonging. After all, we are loved by God, and that is an amazing truth to live in. Until next time, troops, pick up your cross and continue to fight the good fight. And remember, you have Christ on your side.
Gotta